I ain't getting straight. I'm sick of the suffering. Can't stand the pain. Don't get straight. Well, we know the story. All ain't the way they said. We can see plain as day. They got to Brendan's head. Totally insane. Don't get strange. Everything they got, questionable evidence gathered by many walls. All would make such sense of why they're in the game. Don't get strange.
Hello, everybody.
Don't get strange, no, no, no. I ain't getting strange. Don't get strange. I ain't getting strange. And that lying, that cheating, that predatory sweat DA, anything he says, you can throw away. Oh, he's a legal state. Don't get strange. Oh, may we finally find out who's to blame. Don't get strange.
Hello, Charlotte.
Oh, may we finally find out who's to blame. Don't get strange.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Hello. How's everybody doing there? So, decided to go live here today just to talk about a couple things, really. I mean, there's something going on, kind of. Hey, that's another Stacy song. There's something going on. Anyway, you know, I personally am not 100% all understanding of all how it happened, but you know, I can say that one thing I'm about, and the one thing that's always bothered me in the 3 years that I've been following these cases, is watching on Facebook is where I started, is watching supporters turn on each other, get very vicious and everything with each other, and segment into groups because they perceive some issues. I often just would be shaking my head watching the divisions that would go up, and it was always the one thing that bothered me more than really any other problem. I mean, I could deal with a guilter, I could deal with, I mean, anything else and everything. It was watching people who are supporters of Stephen and Brendan fight that would always bother me. And I just got to say that recently on my live videos, the chatter has been getting very unfriendly, very, you know, just not on point, which is something that's important. You know, I mean, that's what the live chat's there for. It's there for people to say something about, you know, what the subject matter of the video is, or suggest things, or talk about things, or ask questions, those sort of things. That's what it's there for. If you're in there to talk about some kind of, I don't know what to say other than a kind of arbitrary issue that doesn't really relate to the case, and you're just in there to, you know, stir up trouble, well, I don't think that's the way to support Stephen and Brendan. I mean, ultimately, when it comes down to it, I'm here because I feel that Stephen and Brendan got a raw deal. And I want to see that change. And I started my YouTube channel to do so. Now, that's what's important to me. There's no, I don't know. For me, that's what's important. So when I see people come on my channel and even some others, and they're, I guess, you know, they have some beef, they have a beef, they have whatever it is, there's some problem, and they have, and they're telling me, you know, things that I just, you know, can't verify really. It's very strange. But when you're bringing it to the actual channel where I support Stephen and Brendan, and you have somehow, whatever your problem is with me or people that you feel I'm responsible for, and I word that the way I did on purpose. People that you feel I'm responsible for. Okay. I'm willing to listen to you and understand what has happened here. I don't want problems. It's not what I'm after. I think I've made that very, very clear ever since I started going live on October 19th of last year. I'm not about this. I don't want this little whatever problem is out here that's causing people to want to come on my channel and say things like they're going to continue to do this on every video. That's, I mean, if as a supporter you've somehow reached a point where you think that that's acceptable behavior to you know, muddy the good name of supporters of Stephen and Brendan by acting that way on with other supporters, makes us look bad. It makes us all look bad. And that is really the biggest thing of it all. And that's what I'm about. That's and I've made that very clear. I don't think I've ever held that back. So for those that have grievances, and I'm not going to even, I'm going to go ahead and just talk and tell you guys this. If there's something that you perceive that happened that you want to tell me about, then message me and tell me about it. And then if I ask you to get on a call with me, then be willing to get on a call and talk with me about it, because I may have some questions. You know, but I'm willing to help try and figure out what happened here, because I want supporters to, even if we can't agree, even if we don't like each other, I would like to think that we could all at least unite under the banner of the fact that this was an injustice to Stephen and Brendan, and hopefully that we can, despite our differences, work together under that banner. But hopefully we don't have to have the differences. Hopefully maybe we can find some way where we come to an understanding where maybe we can see that what happened here maybe was something that got blown out of proportion. Possibly. It's just a possibility. But what I'm saying is sober minds can prevail here. And that's, to me, what's important. If you want to be a supporter of Stephen and Brendan, and you want to be an advocate for criminal justice reform, I think it's important that you conduct yourself in the proper way, and so that you make supporters of Stephen and Brendan look good, and not like, not in a negative way, which some of the things that were being said on the live tonight, and trust me, I get to review all those. Those of you who think I don't get to see them, I got to see them. I'm not mad at anybody, but we can't have stuff like that happening in the area that's meant for support of Stephen and Brendan. That's for Stephen and Brendan. It's not the place for any personal drama. So you got your personal drama, something that you want to bring to me, Hey, maybe your drama's not drama. Maybe you have something legitimate that I should know about that was unfair, and we can address it. If that's the case. But what I'm saying is talk to me. Don't hold me responsible for something that I wasn't around for, and then come on to my support videos and bring down the name of supporters by acting, negatively and kind of unfriendly to me and stuff right there in a very public forum. That's not the way to handle it. That's the wrong way to handle it. To be more clear, it's the wrong way. I respect all who have a grievance right now. Like I said, message me. There's many ways. I have an email. I have a Facebook page you can message me at. I have many ways other than the D word that you can contact me. Come at me. Some people actually can contact me directly. So, I mean, and I've been talking to some people, and I have some understanding of what's happening, but we need to stop this in the area where we are all trying to support Stephen and Brennan, and where we are all concerned about the miscarriage of justice. That is, it's unacceptable to do that there. I'm sorry. And I'm not, belittling anybody's gripe, or I'm not, or anybody's grievance. I'm just saying that's not the place. The place is right here in the comments. If you want to make a comment stating what your issue was, do it over here on the Doctor Who channel, the channel that is the kind of playground channel where I put all the stuff that's not fit for the support channel. That's why, anybody that knows that's what this channel does. That's what this channel's for. Stuff that's not fit, stuff that would not go along with, criminal justice reform and all that sort of stuff, tends to get posted over here. And that's where that needs to happen. If you have a problem with me, do it here, or do it on an email, or do it through my Facebook page. You can direct message me through my Facebook page. Any of those ways, and it's not in public for everybody to see, it's just not necessary. It's just not the way it should be done. It's not where it should happen. But I'm willing to listen to anybody who has a gripe. So let's look at what's happening down here. I didn't. Yes, Karen Gainey, you did correspond with me. Sorry, why is my stupid mouse? Yes, Karen Gainey has messaged me, and I have read that. And so I would say this, Karen, if you want, you and I can talk about it in a call if you want sometime. Probably not tonight because it's getting late and I'm going to have to end this thing within the next 5 or 10 minutes. But I'm more than happy to talk to you, Karen. Whoever's grievances, whatever the grievances are, I'm willing to listen. But I also want people to understand that, the communities have these problems. I'm not here to say whether the grievances are proper or whether they're imagined or whether they're, whether they have merit or not. It's more of whenever communities like this form, like this one where we're all fighting for Stephen and Brennan and stuff, there always ends up being some problems. People have disagreements, and then those disagreements turn into more than just a disagreement. That's why, even though I didn't like what was happening in that live chat tonight, and I didn't like how much my mods had to really be active tonight, it showed me that there was a lot of people that had a problem or a grievance. And so that's why I want to talk about it. So Karen Gainey, you and I can definitely get together and have a call at some point, and we'll talk about it. So I'm willing to discuss with anybody, because we're looking to make the platform obviously as friendly as possible. But we're also focused, and just to talk about that, the platform a little bit, it's just, that's what it is. It's meant to be. It's research and all that. The channel, though, the channel is where we're trying to educate the public about this case. We are trying to get the attention of the public about this case. And guess what? I don't want the public who hasn't been looking into this case. Guess what? I don't want them to see in the comments section next to the video. A bunch of people fighting and at each other's throats. That's just not. It's not the place. It's not the time. It's not. There's nothing proper about doing it there. Nothing proper about doing it there. So please suggest me as, contact me as Karen has in one of the 3 ways that I've suggested. I have an email address, ericozemam@gmail.com. It's that simple, pretty easy. Look, Eric Jose, you already know how to spell. You must have seen it 100 times when you look at my channel, right? So ericozemam@gmail.com. That's simple. Look, and then, like I said, if you're on Facebook, you can go to my Facebook page, Eric Jose on Making a Murderer. There, it's a page. Go there. There's a place where you can go to message me directly, and that actually rings through my Messenger app on my phone. So I get that wherever I'm at, even if I'm not at my computer. Just so you know. I want supporters to work together. I get it that there's some people out there that are upset. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Allie is, a stellar person. She's going to be involved in all of this. I know some of you have a problem with her, so it's even better that she'll be there. So we're willing to talk about this. But I'll definitely be talking to Karen. Maybe we'll open it up to a bigger group conversation after that. Let's hope. Because I certainly want to see the fences mended here. I don't want to see people going nuclear here. Because going nuclear is the wrong, bad idea. Just no. That's just not what you want to do here. We're trying to create a good image and bring attention to Stephen and Brennan and wrongful convictions, and that's the focus. So, eye on the prize. That's what's important. So, but definitely you can voice your grievances in the comments below. If you want to let me know something that you need, or maybe you want to leave me your email address, whatever, or you can obviously email me at the email address I just gave you. Let's talk about it. Let's work it out, because we don't need the ugliness, folks. We don't need it. Remember what's important. There's a lot going on right now. It's really a lot going on right now. Eye on the prize. Let's stay focused. Let me know if you have, let me know what it is that's bothering you. If you really need to, I'm listening. And, just be good to each other. Let's try to be good to each other. Let's try to be good humans. That's about it, folks. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe.